Hey, it's Kayla from Puppet Pandas, and today we're doing a full audit of Nespresso. Here's the twist: Nespresso is winning with bad ads, and here's why it still works. We're talking about a billion-dollar coffee brand running dozens of generic Meta and Google ads, and yet they're still crushing it. In this video, we'll break down their homepage, their product lineup, and the real target audience behind the scenes, and the exact ads they're running. We'll also point out where they're leaving money on the table and what a performance brand like yours can take away from this. Let's get into it. All right, so now we're in Nespresso's homepage, and as you can see here, they've got a really beautiful hero banner here. It feels very high-end, it feels very cinematic, it's moody, it's very premium. But when you scroll down, you get a little bit of messiness start to pop in. So you have things here like indulge in exclusive offers, and then your next cup awaits, and then this heritage thing, and then all of these different pop-outs and systems. So there's a lot that's going on in this website, and it's all stacked on top of each other. So it's kind of like a department store, but the aisles have no clear direction. So it's a little fractured. What they did nail here though is definitely the luxury vibe. They have gorgeous, gorgeous product photos for sure. And I love that it's really cohesive across the entire website. And then you can really see this idea of like eco-friendliness and this heritage idea kind of throughout here. As you can see, it's got the capsule recycling program. What it does do though with all these different sections is cause a kind of confusing layout for the buyer, and it has a lot of CTAs like the system, the cup, the offers, like what do I choose basically. And we really think what Nespresso could improve on is having one clear path that they would like their consumer to go down. So if we were running basically this website, we would simplify it down, at least at the very top of the page, so that it really directs their consumers in one direction. All right, so let's get into more of the product pages here. So I'm gonna click on this one, the Melozio. I'm sorry if I mispronounced this. And something that's really interesting to me here is that their product pages are a little bit different than your normal like Shopify product page. And I do like how they have all of these different like metrics like intensity, and it's like smooth and balanced, and then it gives you the amount on top of it. And I think this is really smart that they do this because we have to think about who this is for. And Nespresso's actual audience is a bit broader than you think. So think like busy professionals, think about like remote workers, moms who just want a little midday latte, stuff like that. And you can definitely tell that they are giving a more streamlined, clear process for these kind of people who maybe are not super intimate with coffee, but just want a little bit better understanding of what they're buying. So I really like how they have this laid out. Maybe I would have added things like start your morning with a touch of a button, made for ice, now with summer flavors, things like that that kind of touch on the emotional appeal of why people would be buying their coffee in the first place. So let's move on to their ads now. They are running Google ads and Facebook ads, and this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So as you can see, they are running a ton of ads. They're running over 100 ads on Meta alone. And I love the look, but it does get a little repetitive in terms of the creative that they're running here, the kind of vibe that they're giving off. So as you can see here, it's like our most popular coffees, our most popular coffees. And it really doesn't touch on that idea of like, why do people buy from them in the first place? This may not work for all brands, but this does work for Nespresso because Nespresso is a legacy brand. So they have built up a lot of loyalty and brand following. People understand what they are, so they can leverage that kind of similarity across all their ads. Here's the kicker though. So if you're a smaller brand, you can't really afford to advertise like this because you don't have that loyalty and brand recognition set up. You're not necessarily yet a billion-dollar household name, so a strategy could really fail for you. But what we would change is basically adding more punchy kind of UGC and testimonials here. They have some lifestyle stuff, but it's not really user-based. And then some more scroll stopping hooks like your morning just got a promotion, things like that. And then I would segment the creative based off of generation. It doesn't look like they're really targeting anyone in particular, just everyone. So I'd have something more for like iced drinks for Gen Z, because we love our iced drinks. Bold espresso for professionals, really segment. So if you're a Shopify brand or performance-based e-commerce store, here are a few takeaways that we learned from Nespresso. So you don't necessarily need to copy Nespresso's ad structure. What we want to do is copy their emotional punchlines and positioning. We want to be able to lead with lifestyle and segment into different generations and what you think their product may resonate with the most. What you can take away from Nespresso though is that they use very clean product visuals and their aesthetic is very cohesive across their ads and their website. And then make sure you keep your site focused. We want to direct users onto a particular action rather than a bunch of different side quests. So the takeaway really here is big brands can afford to be inefficient, but that's not necessarily the case for smaller brands or brands that are just getting started. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more brand audits just like this. If you're a performance brand or any e-commerce brand and want us to audit your site and ads like this, reach out to us at Profit Pandas. We'll dive deep into what's working, what's not, and how to turn your traffic into high converting customers. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.